Okay, thank you. Next up,
Dari tadi kan. Itu
Latihan
dari
Julius.
dari tadi. Boleh. Mau videonya ya kan?
Sudah sih.
Okay. Okay, once again, give a big round of applause for all of us. Thank you. It's such a great performance.
Oke oke. Kabarin.
Okay guys, so our grade, we'll start now, starting from the face slowly, and we will announce the motions. You may write it down. Ready? Everyone's ready? Alright. So the motion is that as the government, this house will replace all human teachers of academic subjects with artificial intelligence. All clear, or you want to interpret it again? You need to interpret it again, or that's clear? The motion is that as the government, this house will replace all human teachers of academic subjects with artificial intelligence. All clear? So you may start your face building from now. Good luck. You have 30 minutes.
Udah. Share ke grup. Ini apa? 10.000 kok.
Kalau momentum mesti bayar.
Kalau yang di Swiss-nya ada wih, dong ini udah besok kelas. Pas 6 orang Mbak Uni itu. kasihan gue
Karena siapa gitu ya?
film
Terus
masih lama sana. buka lain.
Okay, guys, before we start the demos, listen carefully. Let me brief the outline. Kayaknya lebih mudah pakai bahasa Indonesia saja. Jadi teman-teman sebentar sebelum kita mulai untuk battle di saat ini, dengarkan secara seksama. Jadi setiap speaker itu akan mendapatkan waktu masing-masing 6 menit untuk menyampaikan argumen. Jadi sekali lagi akan ada 6 menit masing-masing speaker. Dan sebentar Kak akan memberikan tanda. Satu ketukan pertama, it means kalian sudah bisa melakukan POI atau interupsi. Kalian bisa menginterupsi lawan kalian. Kemudian di menit yang kelima Kak akan memberikan tanda lagi. Satu ketukan lagi, it means itu sudah ditutup, tidak bisa melakukan interupsi sama sekali. Pada menit ke-6 lewat 15 detik, Kak akan ketuk secara continuously atau secara beruntun, itu sudah harus berakhir argumennya. Jadi gunakan waktu semaksimal mungkin, dan pada sisi yang paling terakhir, masing-masing kalian akan ada reply speaker yang akan summarize semua argumen yang diberikan dari speaker 1, 2, dan 3. Itu hanya diberikan waktu 3 menit saja. Bisa dimengerti? Oke, ada pertanyaan sebelum kita mulai? Ada? Kalau mungkin belum jelas, saya silakan. Oke, kalau under time itu tidak masalah, itu sesuai nanti ada penilaian khusus dari juri. sebisa mungkin dimaksimalkan 6 menit yang diberikan dan juga 3 menit untuk reply speaker. Jadi gunakan sebaik-baiknya untuk menyampaikan argumen, data, fakta, dan lain sebagainya untuk mendukung kenapa kalian setuju ataupun tidak setuju dengan mosi tersebut. Oke, silakan.
Ada batasan berapa detik sebelum mulai lagi?
15 detik, satu kali doa itu 15 detik. Ya.
Batas waktu supaya boleh dilakukan lagi.
Iya, 15 detik, 15 detik. Oke, jadi itu tergantung dari yang diinterupsi ya, kalau diterima atau tidak. Jadi kalau kalian tidak menerima silakan dikatakan tidak atau dengan style kalian sendiri. Oke, sejauh ini sudah tidak ada pertanyaan, berarti memang kita akan segera kita mulai dikembalikan ke dewan juri.
Okay guys, before we start, I want to make sure first dari SMP Pemohon as the government bench, right? So first speaker ada Felizi Tradeloho, second speaker jadi Rio Rego, and then the third speaker is Prince Walian. Oke, jadi opposition line ada dari SMP Advent 402, right? So the first speaker Hana Rutmes Dila, second speaker Catherine Maringke, then third speaker ada Safira Arien Molino. Oh, Arlen Molino. Alright. Okay, guys, before we begin the debate, I have a few important reminders. First, please respect equity principles. Make sure to avoid any comments that could be considered provocative, sensitive, and discriminatory, including anything related to race, religion, or other personal identities. Secondly, before starting your speech, each speaker is kindly asked to state your preferences for POI so that everyone can understand and address you respectfully, and then how you like the POI to be. Okay, so thank you for your cooperation, and let's keep this debate clear, respectful, and inclusive for everyone. So for starting this debate, I call for the first speaker of the government bench to stand up and bring the speech.
Thank you for the chance for me to speak right here and deliver a speech to all of you. First, good morning to everyone here, ladies and gentlemen, honorable judges, and our lovable and respectable open team. So first, as the government team, we believe with this motion and agree with this motion. As the government, this house would replace all human teachers of academic subjects with artificial intelligence. What are we going to talk about? What is this motion? So, as the government or us, will replace all human teachers without exceptions of academic subjects with artificial intelligence or shortened as AI. Why do we as the government team agree with this motion today? First, it is a lot more effective than human teacher. AI is a lot more effective, like I said before. Instead of needing paid vacations, sick days that of course have to be paid, or a cup of coffee every time the teacher needs to enter the classroom, AI doesn't have the necessity for all of it. And no, thank you. And other than that, AI is faster to actually check or correct the answers or the assignments there. Human teachers need time to actually check the test. But well, AI would do it in minutes or even seconds. Instead of all of it, with taking hours, days, or even weeks, tutor efficiently faster than human teachers would. AI has intelligent tutoring systems than human teachers. AI can quickly personalize teaching towards each student by seeing how they are learning, how they are engaged with all of those teaching that the AI gave. And according to West, that AI can also read efficiently and correctly without taking a lot of time to do, like I said before. But this is correctly. How can we ensure that human teachers would correct and see what have the student answered correctly? How can we ensure that? But AI is not only faster, but AI can also grade it correctly without, of course, taking a lot of time to do, like I said before. And students can learn with the way they are comfortable with.
PLI.
Yes, please?
But teachers provide empathy, motivation, emotional support, qualities that AI cannot replicate. Thank you.
Well, AI cannot replicate those, just like you said. But what about the students? Will they be replaced with AI too? What about the other workers inside the school? Will they also be replaced too? No. This motion clearly said that all human teachers, not the other staff inside the school. And AI could search through thousands of databases in seconds, just like I said before, which makes it more efficient and faster than what could human teachers do, which will take, just like I said before, hours, days, and even weeks. There is so much reasons also why can AI be faster in gathering accurate answers. Things like data analyzing process, where AI analyzes one or more information, according to governmentuk.com, is a lot more faster and is a lot more accurate, and it cannot be done easily by human teachers. AI can analyze big data to ensure that there will be no mistakes or a single bad decision will to be done again. Just like I said before, it will be not only be faster, but it will be efficient. And just like I said before, we cannot ensure how can human teachers grade or correct what the students answered in their tests or assignments. But AI can do it again and again to check on how the students answered those questions or tests and assignments in seconds, quickly, efficiently. Other than that, AI also can personalize, like I said before, and that's why we can know earlier. AI can detect things like the risk of dropping out from a young age just by analyzing the data of the student's grades, of the attendance of the student, of how are they engaged with it. That's all.
Thank you for the first speaker from the government bench. So to continue this debate, I call out for the first speaker of the opposition bench. Alright. First of all, good morning to all of us here, to my honorable judges, timekeepers, guests, and
if you're in class and you're feeling unmotivated, are you going to tell the AI about it? It will feel weird, right? Talking to an unconscious being. It will be fun if you like this. You may go. Well, how about the other students, like I said before? They will not be replaced by AI. Thank you. Well, yeah, the students are not replaced by AI, but it's the teachers, right? It will be fun if the teachers are AI. This will block more activities like that. And also, even though AI can have emotional support, but real teachers can understand even better. Since AI cannot relate with humans, AI and humans are not the same thing. Because AI are not alive and humans are, and that's what makes human teachers can understand students even better. And also, what about the teachers? What about the people who wants to teach in academic science? What if there is someone who wants to teach English, but they can't anymore because of this program? Maybe they can be in counselors or maybe guidance teachers, but is that really what they want? Don't you think that it will be quite unfair for the people who actually wants to be teachers? It's not fair, right? So, from all of these points, we can see that giving AI the leading role in teaching the students won't be fair for some people. Go on, please. No thank you. And so from that, we can see why teachers are more suitable to guide and to teach students. Since analyzing data takes time, but AI can do it even better, but teachers can actually see the progress of the students more clearly and efficiently. So ladies and gentlemen here, we can see on why teachers have more valuable ways in seeing or knowledging the students' way of thinking, analyzing data, making creativity, and how they work in social places, in school, in groups. Teachers can see or moderate students even better other than AI. Because since AI, they can't really understand what the students might feel inside, in their hearts. They can be programmed, but they cannot relate with the humans. So that is why we think as the opposition that AI cannot replace human teachers. It will be impossible for us. Thank you.
Thank you for the first speaker from the opposition bench. So, today I call up for the second speaker of the opposition bench.
Thank you for your attention and time, everybody. Good afternoon, everyone. The audience, our honorable judges, and our dearly esteemed officers. We appreciate your opinion about teachers being replaced by AI and how it will affect the mental details of the students. But the thing is, some teachers they are also teaching this exact moment somewhere far or somewhere near because they don't care about the students. Sometimes they just put a burden on the students and call it teaching. Just like most a study has been conducted in the US where they found that 1 of 7 students in the age, sorry, 1 of 7 students, that 1 of 7 students in the US has some sort of mental disability, and most of it is have some fun activities like games or maybe some listening, which indicates that AI has the power to make class fun. And AI could personalize teaching for the students that either very far ahead or far behind. For example, in my class, personally, there's a student that's far behind and doesn't understand the lesson. AI could help personalize that. But teachers can also help personalize that. It will be a very burdening, very hard and burdening, difficult thing to do. So AI could help the student. Meanwhile, the rest of the students can also be teach exact in the normal way. And our next argument is AI teachers will not be mixed. AI teachers will not look at how smart a student is and congratulate them for how well they participate in front of the class or how much pages have been filled with text and text on text of what they teach. AI will not be biased. AI can teach everyone with the exact same care without favoritism, which is common across many schools and teachers. Since favoritism is such a huge favoritism, bullying, depression, or even mental illnesses that either hasn't been studied or is underlooked. Because most students get their mental illnesses from schools, just like I said. Because schools have a big burden. But AI can help summarize or personalize with their skills and abilities. So, for example, if somebody like art and somebody like math, the subject is math. The AI could personalize the art student to make it more artsy or like maybe draw the painting using that personality, maybe using the ratio or maybe that. And the person like math can be taught normally because they already know math. So students and AI can personalize the experience within the school, school district without getting biased by money, love, or even
especially thank you for the esteemed judges and my worthy opponents, timekeeper and audience. So I would like to point out about your point where the teachers can, where the AI teachers are also can provide support and or maybe creativity or socialize objectives in the class. But it's still not put out. Well, the teacher still provides the empathy and also the motivations. Even with the favoritism, then you should have known that favoritism isn't supposed to be put in the school. If we were to put away favoritism in the teacher, then we shouldn't replace the teacher with AI. We should replace the teacher maybe with another teacher that is more fitting for the class, rather than putting an AI tool to replace the teacher who puts in favoritism to their students. It won't be fair, right? Since teachers, they can still learn from their mistakes, and maybe AI only provides the results. But still, replacing teachers with AI, just like favoritism, cannot be provided. And also to point out another thing, with human teachers can still encourage discussions and debate and problem solving beyond standardized knowledge, and such as maybe creative games or teaching methods that teacher can provide. Yes, AI can create it, but teachers can create it together in one emotion with the students as a coping mechanism to get better of the teacher's students. There's no way you would probably spend time with AI, which is Instead, it is also personalized better with academy, while teachers can personalize better with both of them. If teachers can willingly do both at emotional support or better at empathy, motivation, and emotional support, and in academics too, then why do we have to replace them with AI if they can do both rather than just one? While AI only provides most of them are academic, while teachers can provide emotional and academic, which makes it balanced for the students and the teacher. And even so, a teacher must know what their job is. If a teacher chooses favoritism, then that is not a perfect job. And it's also not a perfect job to replace the teacher within the AI because of the favoritism. Now, I would also like to point out something. What if there is students that has no reliable internet or access, such as remote areas? Where can they get access to AIs? Or suddenly there's a blackout, or the students doesn't have anything with internet or technology. How can you cover that up?
Yeah.
Yes, you may.
Well, teachers have examples funded by taxpayer money, and the taxpayer money that was used for paying teachers can be used for funding the schools with AI and funding the students with technology.
Alright, that fits with technology. What about the internet? The internet here is a big problem because remote areas sometimes provide zero internet to the point that students are adapted to manual teaching rather than internet teaching. If remote areas here are existent, then they can still provide technology, yes, but internet is also crucial with technology. If you needed technology, you needed the internet, and therefore having areas that have internet can also be a problem too if you want to find them out. And to get back to the point of the human features, still, even if the teachers would be replaced with AI, with academic, then it's also almost the same with teachers with teaching, even if it's only focused on the academic. But if you want to think about it, one of the students is having a hard time in mind, since you mentioned that it only replaces human teachers and not the students or staff, right? But supposedly, teachers supposed to provide emotional support and academic teaching. If they are willing to teach the students, then they are also willing to provide emotional support, since it is also the work and the job of the teacher. Teacher doesn't only teach academics, they teach supports, motivations, and something provides with our emotions or feelings. Especially if you have an example, you have a student that is struggling with their homework, they're crying, they don't know what to do because they are left behind. If the teacher knows what to do, the teacher can approach the student and maybe help the student understand better and understand the student's feelings. That is why the teacher has to understand feelings and academic lessons, which is why teachers are fitting as their work so without any replacement whatsoever, unless they are one. Yes, please.
You said that the teachers will provide empathy and support to the students, right? But what about counselors? They can also provide the support.
Well, in the answer, yes, counselors can provide emotions, as you said, but we're talking about teachers here. Well, if you see, what if a student has their favorite teacher, not as in a favoritism way, but as in a comfortable way, where they are only comfortable with their teacher. If they are not comfortable with their teacher, then they can provide emotional support with counselors or maybe mentors. That is, can be proven. I would like to go back.
I call for the last pledge. Third speaker,
Why do I do this? Because, as what my first speaker said, they are more efficient. They don't have sick days, and they're faster to check and correct answers or assignments. And also, they don't need vacations. AI doesn't need vacations because they're because they don't get because they don't get bored. They don't need they can't be tired, and they don't need breaks. And also, like my second speaker said, that they are also not biased. Sure, you can say, whoa, human teachers support can AI teachers cannot show support to normal students or can't show support. Well, that's true, but AI can learn from its mistakes. Even if it can't support, it can still make sure that the student is at least comfortable with its place. Moving on, AI is fast to check or the correct answer, right? Because it has data from humans. The data that it collects is really fast and useful for education. And even if the AI can't support or give the students appreciation, the students can still go to counselors or talk to the staff if they like them, or talk to other students because only the teachers, the academic subject teachers, are going to be replaced, not the AI. I would like to use for an example. For example, you are a normal student. For example, you are just a student who, in your class, there's a rich kid who has lots of money, but doesn't like isn't smart. Now, because he isn't smart, he wants to pay the teachers, the human teachers, money, so that he can get a good score, even if he doesn't deserve it. And well, guess what? The teachers love money, so they accept it, and they gave them a good score. While you as a normal student didn't get a good score because they think you're weird, or maybe because they don't like you, etc. While AI treats everyone respectfully and isn't biased. They don't accept money because they don't need it, and they well treat everyone fair. They will not be affected by other people. For example, the rich kid. Would you rather have a normal teacher who does not like you and wants money,
my opportunity today. Goodbye. Thank you for the first speaker from the government bench. So to end this debate today, I called for the last speaker from the option bench to deliver your speech.
Good afternoon to my honorable judges and my worthy opponents. As the opposition whip, it is my duty to summarize our points and to conclude why we would like to stand firm with our points. First of all, yes, AI can analyze data, but they can't make the class more creative and more active in social activities. Because as we said before, teachers provide empathy, motivation, emotional support, and qualities that AI cannot replicate. And also, it will be unfair for those who actually want to teach academically. Because what if they actually want to teach math, science, or even history? What if they have been studying about it and they've been dreaming about it, but now, because AI is going to replace humans teacher with because now the government is going to replace humans teacher with AI, so they can achieve their dream. So of course, this program will also cause people to lose their job. And next, if favoritism is a problem, then we should have changed the teacher with another teacher and not with AI. Because as you can see, yes, some teacher might have favoritism, but still, taking the teacher with AI wouldn't be a really good problem solving when there's actually another teacher who can replace them. Because the teacher that can replace them is actually more better, and they have actually learned about it and actually want to be a good teacher. And also, if human teachers can provide both empathy and academics, so why should we replace them with AI? As you know, humans have emotion and motivation and also can provide empathy. They can comfort their students when they are feeling emotional. And that's something that AI cannot have. And now we're just going to replace human teacher with AI because AI is faster and smarter. But that shouldn't be the problem because it still doesn't change the fact that human teacher can do both academic and emotional. And also, it'll be a problem in some remote areas because as we all know, there are still some areas that can have the access to the internet as good as we are who lives in the city. Your word, please. No, thank you. And also, student who's not comfortable with their teachers because as we said before, some teachers might have favoritism. And if they are not really comfortable with that teacher, then they just can go to the counselors and talk about their problems. And if so, there are also students who's comfortable with their teacher, which they can vent to, like talk when they are sad or whatever. And so, changing human teacher with AI wouldn't be a really good problem solving to this. So, by this, we would like to conclude why, as the opposition team, we would like to stand firm with our points. Thank you.
Thank you for the opposition team for the nice debate. So, before we do some deliberation, we will do some reply speaker, starting from the opposition bench and then end with the government bench. So, I invite the opposition bench to start the reply speaker.
Thank you for the opportunity given to me as the reply speaker. So, honorable judges, honorable guests, timekeepers, and my remarkable opponents. Good morning.
So mengenaskan.
So now, I'm going to explain the point of why the opposition team should win. Like what my friend mentioned earlier, if we give AI the place to be teachers for our students, it won't be fair for some teachers who actually want to teach in an academic side. For example, in math, science, and even history, like what my friend has mentioned earlier. And also, real teachers can provide empathy, motivation, and emotional support for its students. Maybe the students feel sad, unmotivated. They can go to their teachers and immediately tell it to them, and not to counselors, where the counselors doesn't see them in class, right? Only the AI teacher who watches them during study. Which is why the teachers can encourage discussions, debate, and fun activities. Sure, the government mentioned about AI can make fun activities also like Duolingo, but human teachers can encourage more fun activities because human teachers can actually relate with students because they are both students unlike AI. AI is not alive, right? Since teachers have ever been a student before, so the teachers know what students like. Unlike AI, they are unconscious and they've never been a teacher before. Sure, they learn from some people, some browsers, and to the internet, but they still can't relate with human beings. Also, for the biggest problem here is for the remote areas, like what my friend mentioned. There are some places here in Indonesia that lacks of internet and technologies. And even though the government will back it up with technologies, but still, internet here is the problem. Since if you have the technology, you need the internet also, right? So that proves to the point where these remote areas will be lack of internet from the government. If they really want it, then the government have to make those remote areas also have the internet. So both the technology and the internet. And lastly, if the teacher can do both academic and emotional, why do we need to use AIs? If the teachers can do both of them, both emotional and academic way. The teachers right now, they can teach subjects also. Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity, Vice Speaker. So, to end this debate, I invited the government bench to begin their Vice Speaker.
Hello everyone. Good morning again to everyone right here. It is me as the first vice speaker for this debate right now. Just like the opposition team said, that there are emotional supports that can be brought by human teachers. But this is not only an AI random AI that can pop up during searching AI on the Google. This is the AI that can be used to teach human teachers. So the government won't only make the AI more better than any AI that existed out there because the human students will need that AI to grow. This is not only the AI that is provided by some random companies, but by the government. The government will spend more money to actually research on how to make AI more helpful, not only academically, but also emotionally. And that actually resolves the problem where human teachers can empathize with students also, other than when human teachers can support the student emotionally. And when our opponent team said that AI can reach the countryside or small areas. The internet cannot reach it. And of course, we as the government, we and I'm sorry, the government will provide the data, everything for developing and training the AI. Not only that, but also the government can also do it to reach to make the internet reach the small parts of the world, the countryside, the suburbs that they said. The government team has provided so many things about why we should do this motion today. A lot more effective on checking and correcting the answers on this test or assignments. And also, AI teacher won't be biased. Yes, sorry. Thank you.
Right, thank you all. So today's event is very, very wonderful. And we need a time. We as a judge need time, maybe around 10 minutes to decide who will be the winner. So you guys may wait outside and we will call you if you already decide. Thank you guys.
Tubig pa. Tubig pa to